Now, for Chapter 2, Section 4, we're dealing with modulus on a number line. So, we know that the absolute value is always going to be positive. Okay? It's always going to be distance, and distance is always have to be positive. I cannot have a negative distance. So, to find the distance in between these two, it's going to be the absolute value of b minus a. It's always going to work out like that. So, what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you this right here. So from here, we know that the absolute value of x is equal to 3. Now, if I'm looking at this, I need to set up the absolute value as two separate equations because it's possible that the x could have been negative, and it's also possible that the x could be positive, and it's going to work both ways. So I'm going to make a statement that x is equal to 3 and x is equal to negative 3. So I'm going to take this statement right here as is, x is equal to 3, and I negate it also because x could be equal to negative 3. So for right here, if I plug in 3 here, so the absolute value of 3 is equal to 3. If I plug in a negative 3, the absolute value of negative 3 is equal to 3. So both of those statements are going to be true as my answers. Now, on this one right here, this is an inequality. So on this one right here, I'm going to show you how to set this one up. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did up here, but because it's an inequality, it's going to be a range of numbers. It's not just going to be two separate numbers, it's going to be numbers in between. So looking at this, I know that x is going to be less than equal to 3. Now I also have to negate it because I have a possibility for the other for it to be negative. So when I negate it, I always have to flip the sign. So this is going to be x is going to be greater than equal to negative 3. Now, graphing this, there's an easy way to go ahead and graph this if you're looking at the signs. If my variable is first, like I have here, I could use my signs to tell me the direction this is going. This says this is going to go in the direction left. This one right here, I'm going to make this into an arrow, and I'm going to say that one goes to the direction of right. So, on a number line, one, two, three, negative 3. So, right here, at positive 3, it needs to go to the left. And because it is equal to, I'm going to draw a bracket. This right here, this is also equal to, so at negative 3, this one is going to go to the right, and I'm also going to draw a bracket. So in between, this one goes to the right, this one goes to the left, so this is going to be my graph. So as a quick refresher, let me point this out. So if it is equal to, so we will have brackets. Now if it's not equal to, we use parentheses. Now this will also give me my interval notation. My interval notation says it's going to read from where to where. I know it's going to be from bracket, negative 3, and it's going to positive 3, bracket. So my answer is going to be between those two numbers. If it was not equal to, I would have a parentheses around the same thing. So this is the interval notation, and here is my line graph for this. Now, right here, I have listed. Now, practice problems for this section of homework is going to be the 1 through 4 all. Homework, you have the problems 1F, 2B. On this one right here, you're going to want to write a unit circle to help you with this one because it's using, I believe, either sine or cosine for this one. 3B and 4D.